Oh, what is up, party people? So, today is the end of deadlifts for the block. Only deadlift once a week now, and it's on day 2, which is today, which is a Wednesday. We are looking at a 307.5 deadlift at 8. And to be fair, with how everything's been moving, I mean, the squat at 280 flew. Like ridiculously flew. The bench was a little bit slow, but then again, that was the heaviest I've ever done on comp equipment. And now we're going to go pull a deadlift at 307.5. And if I can pull this 307.5, it gives me an 830 total at, like, I would say a cumulative 7. Like, the bench was definitely more of an 8. The squat was more of like a 6. So if I hit this at 7, we'll call it a 7. Which would be dangerous, very dangerous. But no, honestly, working with Joey's been great. It's funny, you tell people you work with Joey Flex, and everyone wants to know, like, how did you manage to do it? It's like, I just reached out to the guy. I just talked to him. I was like, hey man, really, really want to be coached by you. And these are my lifts. And yeah, I'm getting coached by the man himself, which is great. But all in all, it's kind of a bit of a mellow one in terms of like hype. I'm saving it for when we get there. I've got to find 14 20 kilo plates to begin with, and that's like a marathon on its own. But I'm looking good. I'm feeling good for it. We got some volume bench afterwards, and then I think it's just some like upper accessories, which are always good fun. But yeah, no, I've had a good weekend. Monday was good. Tuesday was a nice rest day. Hit it Wednesday. Let's get it. So I'll see you for top set. Catch you in there. I realise there might not be audio with this clip. I've got to turn on my mic, but it didn't feel all that bad, to be fair. I was way too far on my heels. That was the only issue. Because I was so far back in my heels, I ended up pinching it, which is annoying. I'm definitely on the right track for conventional. I just need to find, like I've got with squat now, like a really consistent form that works well for me. And like I'm about to reclaim with my bench, I just need that with my conventional deadlift, because at the moment it is grip and rip, and I would like it to be a little more controlled in the sense of technique. Like there are a lot of variables that change week to week with my conventional technique, so we'll see. What I notice is when I'm doing volume back-offs, I am a lot more like curled up like lower thoracic rounding, and it just turns into a leg press, and that actually feels really nice. But that's very difficult to emulate on a heavier single rep. Because on the volume sets, I've been able to take the weight that's been compressing me and kind of just like place it into my quads on the way down. Trying to somehow emulate that when I'm wedging into the bar initially is another story. But we're going to take our back off slightly lighter, so we're going to go right down to the RP7 end, which is 262, which is only 2.5 kilos heavier than last week. But to be fair, with how this moved, with how bench moved, like I've done the important stuff. I don't really want to go off the deep end with like conventional deadlift and just like blow my ass out. So I'm going to hit that. What I might do is just mute the mic, just because this is on low battery, same with the camera. But we'll see. I'll see you for the next drop down. Today's going to be a shorter video, just the important stuff. I'm going to cut that there for deadlift. In terms of recording, I still got like another 3 sets of 5, but forgetting my deadlift straps and trying all those other straps just don't fucking work. So I'm just going to bare back it and mix grip the next 15 reps, because at least I can hold on to the bar then. And then I'll see you for bench. Catch. Alright, we've got this for a top set of 5, and then back offs. It's just volume. Alright, that's the end of the day done. And I'll be honest, I wasn't too happy with the top set. I fell, I fell too much into my heels, and then ended up having to hitch the thing, which is not ideal. And I shouldn't have had to. It should have been very easy, but hey ho, we move on. 190 for 3 sets of 5 at 7. I am just like up here, so damn tight. I need to get some serious stretching going in the upper torso, and to be fair, all over. Like, I am just a very stiff boy. But the nice thing is, if I can hit an 830 total, which I have, and I'll say it was at an 8. The deadlift was definitely like an 8.5. The bench was an 8, and the squat was like a 6. I've hit 830 at an 8. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it, because that was 8 continuous weeks of training. I have 2 more sessions left this week, and I'm not going to push anything, man. I am going to start winding down because I am knackered. I am absolutely pooped. But all we've got left now is the high bar day with legs, which I'm not looking forward to. And then the bench only day with upper body and shoulders. And that'll be chill. That'll be a nice way to end it. But I'll tell you this now, I am looking forward to having a day off tomorrow. And I'm also looking forward to hitting one of these blocks, not off the back of a 4-week doubles block, but quite simply refreshed and ready to go, because I think week 3 was like my best deadlift and bench. Week 4 was my best squat. So if I can give myself a proper run into a block, then that week 4 will be popping. But yeah, it's a little bit of a mellow one. I'm a little bit low energy, I'm a little bit tired. I know I've got quite a bit of work ahead of me today, so it will be all right. But look, I'm gonna get on. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It means the world. I hope your lifts stay big. I hope your stresses stay really small. I've been the Bench Viking, and I'll see you for the next episode. Bye-bye.